absolutely. So Siren, last tournament we didn't really know a lot about how to play the Siren, and I feel like we've seen more players choose the Siren. A lot of more experienced players have been choosing to play her. I think just to sort of get a feel to how she's going to be usable and
who else has played the Siren so far?
Shark has.
Oh, that's right. And that was his game against
Pole.
Pole, right. Mm-hmm. And we'll let you guys watch that one later when we get that.
Whenever we can piece those together.
Well, I think we're waiting for Shark to upload his video. So.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I think he just went back in to the Air Force Base or whatever, so it'll probably be a little while for that.
So as soon as he uploads his video, we'll cast that one. But right now, drefan, upper left with the Siren. Buzzsaw, jbuzzsaw.
Siren's pretty cool. Siren's pretty cool, man. I mean, her Siren's Call is probably so underutilized. Like, in a lot of ways, it functions kind of like the Force Master, but it also has this nice little melee +2 thing. It's a little weird to compare it like that, but it's kind of a positional thing mixed with a defensive thing. Because, I mean, using it even on your friendly creatures, they have to walk back to you, so you don't really see it used offensively necessarily.
Sorry, I'm trying something new right now for my own recording posterity.
Beastmaster's always just been the classic. He's got a great pet. The melee 1 is solid, and I mean he can summon level 1 creatures. I mean that's just a nice layout. To know a lot of people don't like the Siren one because of the 9-channel. I personally don't think it's that big of a deal, but the 30 life, and I think that has to do with the fact that her Shallow Sea is so important.
Yeah,
and the position game matters there
definitely
too.
Gives her more stats than you think she has.
Yeah, it's kind of like how the Druid tree gives her stats. It's a lot like that, except in a more broad sense, because it helps all your stuff, and then it hurts all their stuff, as opposed to just like a direct buff. The Druid.
And it's not just Shallow Sea, right? I mean, any aquatic terrain is going to help out her.
That's
side.
Fair. That's
Shallow Sea is the cheapest and very efficient one.
Yeah, I guess I don't see a lot of swamps, but yeah, that is very true. There definitely are other cards like that.
So I have to confess that I'm sort of obliged to root for jbuzzsaw right now because he's playing purple for one, and also I had a chance to converse with him about this book. I believe it's going to be this particular book. He asked me some questions about how to build this book, and I don't know which path he chose. I gave him some pointers, but it was totally up to him to choose a path of where he was going to go. So
that's exciting. I mean, him reaching out to other players to sort of get advice is exactly how you build a stronger book, because they'll see things that you don't. Double Mana Flower out of a drefan.
I see that a lot from Sirens, actually.
I'm sorry, Siren. Oops. I'm sorry, I'll be right back, guys.
Is this your pizza?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was saying, I see a lot of Double Mana Flower from Sirens, and it just fuels... I think for her, the tipping point is right about that 10-11 channel juncture. So I don't think you're going to see a whole lot of people run less than that. The other important thing about running double channel is that next turn, as you can see, she's got 20 mana. That is enough to play a couple of small buffs, and then you can get a big creature out the next turn. So you can get a Kraken or a Water Elemental out pretty quickly, like turn 3 or so, and you can move forward the entire time. So that, I don't know what we're going to see from drefan. He is obviously a careful player, and a druid, being a druid player, does a lot of economy, playing around the regenerate, playing around where his creatures can and can't attack. So I think we're going to see some judicious use of Siren's Call. That would be pretty awesome. Straywood Beastmaster has not only cast a lair, but has a Witchwood Fairy. So that could be double creatures every turn. That could be creature and enchant every turn. As long as the Witchwood Fairy stays with the Beastmaster, he's going to get that discount every turn. And the fairy will eventually pay for herself, assuming he utilizes her every turn. And yeah, we just got to see how it goes. The other unique thing about the Witchwood Fairy is that it can't come out of a lair because it's a fairy, not an animal creature. Other notable things that can't come out of a lair are the Straywood Scout or Kelsar Scout, whatever it is, the Warlord Academy Scout that gives Mark for Death as a full action, basically. So we might see him stay here and cast that guy. We could see double Falcon. No, you're not still muted. You didn't mute yourself. We've been hearing you clank around this whole time.
Hey! Moving and clanking. Okay.
All right, we see a cheap one come off the lair, which means he's still going to have some mana to do some other things this turn.
Yeah, I mean, the Dark Fiend Asp, as we've seen in some other games in this tournament, just kind of lives through everything unless you just like directly deal with it. But I mean, casually having creatures just attack it just has not been working, and I'm excited to see what this Asp ends up doing.
That's funny, because every time I play Dark Fiend Asp, it just dies. Every single time.
To what? Just like a normal creature? Just
it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Anything. It dies to a wall push. It dies to an unavoidable attack spell because everybody hates the weak tokens.
Yeah.
Or it's just
dude, I hate the weak tokens,
idly killed by some stupid fox or imp or something that not only gets through defense, but then rolls max damage.
Hits in the face. It happens. I mean, the Siren having the Surging Wave and the Swell in her book as in school makes her have an advantage against him.
Right.
That being said, I mean, really, the Asp does not care about swamps or any sort of
right
train because they're just going to be like, one less die in Shallow Sea.
Yep.
I don't care. I'm going to hit you.
It's not why he's there. He's there to put weaks on stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, exactly. And to take care of guards.
Yep. So one problem with playing Witchwood Fairy is that you're basically telegraphing where your mage is going to go. I've noticed that. So
I'm going to mute myself.
Of the Ocean's Depths discount on Shallow Sea. All right, nice. So that is a total of 6 mana, right? So when they channel 11, that'll bring them up to 25, which is enough for Ring of Tides and Water Elemental next turn. And I'm going to guess that it's going to be something like that. It's either going to be Ring of Tides, Water Elemental, or it's going to be...
Could be a Leviathan.
It could be Leviathan. That's 25, so it would be an enchant Leviathan. That would work. Shirian Leviathan, being a promo card, is actually legal in this tournament.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, either one of those would be good choices. I guess we could see something weird like a Kraken or something, but...
oh, man. I love my Siren that uses Kraken. Kraken is underrated.
Oh, Kraken's so good, man. I mean, those grapples and stuff, you can just, like, tear apart the board with that.
Yeah.
And they just don't die.
Yeah, it's got a lot of health, especially when you got Healing Magical in school, and you can extend it for 2 rounds. It's crazy.
Ring of Beast comes out for jbuzzsaw, just getting more economy. And this is kind of a lean Beastmaster here. He has a lot of lower level economy kind of stuff coming out.
Yeah.
And Witchwood Hound, of course, being a good trade here. I wonder if he's going to be going canines here.
Fairy doesn't auto. So he should have paid only 3 mana for that Hound.
Yep. And keep eating.
So nice. So yeah, Ring of Beast stacks with Witchwood Fairy, which is pretty cool. And one Witchwood Hound means that we're going to see another Witchwood Hound. You know what? I was thinking the other day, that a
Yeah.
pet Witchwood Hound is insanely cheap and is basically a Timberwolf.
Holy cow. Yeah, no kidding. I mean, it's an extra 2 mana, so it's basically 7 mana. And then if you combo it, yeah, I mean, basically it is.
Yeah. And you get your other Witchwood out there. It has 2 armor. It has 5 attack dice when it's with your Beastmaster. And it has 10 health.
That's interesting. So, like, if you if you basically had Falcons and Witchwood Hounds for pets, you could actually probably have a pretty strong lower level sort of like punch in the face for the enemy. So you could probably follow it up with like attack spells and stuff or whatever you want to do.
Yep.
With the extra mana. Oh.
What's up?
And it looks like they're going to be planning. And I'm going to be eating.
Yep. 25 mana for drefan. 11 mana for buzzsaw with 2 on the lair. So Witchwood Hound costs him 3 off of the lair. 5 if he wants to make it a pet. And that gives him a total of 6 mana left. You can do a lot with that. I would not be surprised to see some positioning spells come out this turn. A Siren's Call or a Force Push or something like that.
Out of hang on a second here. Out of who do you think we're gonna see that from?
Either one of them. A Siren's Call definitely for drefan would not be a bad thing.
Yeah. Just start bringing something over like that fairy maybe.
Right. Or a Force Push from jbuzzsaw or Lesser Teleport. We'll get that Asp in there to start putting weeks on stuff.
Oh, that'd be cool. I mean, really, yeah. The Asp's just starting to hit the Siren is just solid. Or I mean, if you think they're gonna cast a Leviathan, let's just say, having a prep for the Asp would be nice. Of course,
Leviathan's tough, right?
Elemental, that wouldn't really matter that much.
Yeah, that's true. Oh man, that Elemental is so good.
It really is. It's just so hard to kill, man.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I muted my mic for the stream, but can you hear me eat?
No.
Good.
I got planning. Are you going to cut out the planning phases? Because I don't see that has been happening.
I don't know. Should we?
Well, it hasn't happened on the video for Keaton versus Farkas. But
yeah, I haven't actually released that one.
That hasn't been
like
edited.
Unlisted, I think, right now.
Yeah, it's unlisted. So if you get notifications for the stream, they can find it.
Yeah, exactly. Which, I mean, I'm not... Honestly, Zot and I was talking a lot through that, so I'm not really sure how much I even want to cut from that.
Yeah. How was having Zot?
That was good.
That's awesome.
All right. So it looks like jbuzzsaw here wants to deploy from his lair.
That makes sense. He put a card on it.
Yeah, probably going to be a house.
It sounds like you're in another room. It sounds like you're in another room. I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
No. And he's going to pay the 2 to make it a pet. Costs 2, doesn't it? Level +1, right? Yeah, there we go. Wait, what? What is he doing? You're 500 miles away, dude. All right, so Pet Falcon hits the field. And he regards with the Witchwood Fairy. Oh, tsunami. Dang. That's an interesting choice. It's the right time to do it while everybody's diagonal, because then he can actually push them all. Might have to manual this. Boy, if he got the other ring out, he could be rolling 4 dice per... Oh no, it's not his initiative anyway. So... 3 dice on the snake. 2 damage and a push. 4 damage and a push. Okay. He does have to actually choose which direction to push it. Well, yeah, he takes 4 because he doesn't have an armor. You got no push on that one. All right, he's got it. Drefan knows what's going on. So he's got 3 dice. See if he gets 3 damage here. We had lost Koshade for some reason. Some microphone problem, I think, or Discord problem. Still only gets 2 dice, but he does get the push, so he's going to get another roll on the fairy. And now the Beastmaster, and also the lair, actually. So 4 damage on the Beastmaster and a push. The Pet Falcon does not get affected by the tsunami, which is pretty good. Also important to note that there's a lot of water attack spells that do not hit flying creatures. So, and no damage to the lair, which he probably wasn't really trying to damage the lair anyway. All right, next zone, same as the first, only a lot more death. Snake dead. And Fairy Dead. Another 4 damage and a push on the Beastmaster. Oof. So it's going to be a wall slam. Guess it's technically a wall bash. Alright, 9 damage and 2 dead creatures out of a 14 mana spell. That's pretty respectable. And 4 damage on the hound, too. Why not active? Yeah. Alright, that was Drefan's main action. I was expecting a large creature, and he just threw a large AoE tsunami wave of death. It's pretty good, but jbuzz still has a lot of actions that he can catch up with. I wonder if he was planning to cast a creature, probably a hound. Yep, another Witchwood Hound. So then they both have armor and melee 1. And now the hound can move if he wants to, but it's unlikely that the hound will move. And that's that. Alright. Quite the round. Now with 23 mana left, he could Water Elemental or Kraken and enchant this turn, if he so desired. He could also Tsunami again, which would be absolutely insane. Important point is that the Falcon will only roll 3 dice in the Shallow Sea, because in order to attack the Siren, it has to come down to the ground and lose flying. So it will only be getting the 3 dice against the Siren. However, the Siren is currently unarmored. I would kind of expect a Siren's Call on the Falcon. Makes a lot of sense.
Hello.
I can hear you, sort of.
Can you hear me?
You're very faint still.
Very faint, huh?
At least on my end.
I don't know if I know how to fix the faint sound.
Boost the volume.
I mean, I don't really have a voice volume thing. Let's see if I can go in the settings here. Voice.
Sorry, folks, we're having technical difficulties.
Says the input volume's at 2, so I don't really know what to say. Like,
I can hear you now. You're okay. Just want to talk loudly. Planning, planning, planning. Planning, planning, planning. Make sure I'm still connected to the game. Troubleshooting stuff for Kosei. All right. We are in the deployment phase. Let's see what comes off this layer, if anything. In deployment. Anybody got to deploy here? I bet jbuzz is waiting for drefan to be done with deployment, since it's not his initiative. There he goes, done with deployment. And is he going to deploy? Yep, another falcon. Does not want to get hit with another tsunami. And it's not likely he's going to get hit with another tsunami anyway. I believe the Shirian Leviathan is 24 mana, but it is also a hydro or aquatic spell, so that would mean that if he wanted to, drefan could cast the Leviathan this turn. It's now his quick cast, and we'll see what he does. I would expect a Siren's Call on the pet falcon, to be honest. Or brace yourself. Brace yourself would be a good idea. That's either a brace yourself or a regrowth. Not or a healing magical, I mean. I think it makes a lot of sense to me. Could be Rhino Hide. Armor or healing. We'll go with that. Let's see if jbuzz wants to do a quick cast here. That tsunami wasn't nearly as devastating as I think drefan had hoped it would have been. Jeweled Scarab. That could have been out last turn. That would have been nice. Jeweled Scarab, for anybody who does not have Forcemaster Academy, is whenever a creature your mage controls is destroyed, your mage may either heal 1 damage or gain 1 mana. So if you're planning to swarm with a lot of little creatures, then it's good, because people will kill those creatures, and you can get your mana back or heal any damage you've taken. drefan being patient in classic druid style. Actually, it's almost always a good move, no matter which mage you're playing, to pass until you have to go. Because then you get to see what your opponent is planning. You get more information. He might be waiting for one of these hounds to move so that he can kill the other one. Or maybe kill the one that's already hurt. I think that if I were jbuzz, I would probably attack with the pet falcon first. He's going to go up there. Oh, and enchant the Thunderer Falcon. Ooh. Interesting. I wonder if that is a Lion Savagery. That would be pretty impressive. A lot of damage coming off that Falcon. Be a cool 6 dice coming in. drefan passes again. Join Strength. All right, that's a good one too. Falcon going in. An attack for 5 dice. 4 dice because of Shallow Sea. Let's see if he tries it again. Or if we need to explain the rules. We'll see if this is a reverse attack. That would be pretty hilarious. Or block. Still 4 dice. Could do some serious damage here. Nice. 3 damage. 3 damage is pretty good. Pretty good. Slightly under average. Siren will, of course, regenerate 1 of that damage during the upkeep if she stays in the Shallow Sea. Still waiting. Still waiting. So the Beastmaster is always going to want to keep a creature in his own zone so that he can save joint strength if the creature that it's on is destroyed. Move and guard with the healthy Witchwood Hound. And we see the Leviathan. He actually only costs 22. I thought he cost 24. Nice. Alright, so we are unable to restore Koshade's ability to speak for some reason. So I will be relaying all of his messages to you guys. I don't know why it's not working. This big beefy Leviathan is going to cause some serious problems for jbuzz. Insanely serious problems. He's going to have to burn that thing down as fast as he can because it's just going to wreck all of his stuff. We're talking like 2 creatures around, poison blood, rust, anything he can do to get rid of that. Yeah, and it's going to devour those creatures that it destroys, which means that he can't get the discount on Slavborg with when his creatures die to Leviathan. It is slow, which is important. However, it's also unstoppable, so he can't exactly move it around without teleport. So what he's going to need to do is separate the Siren from the Leviathan. If he can, and then do some serious damage to the Siren, maybe. It's a tough choice to deal with the Leviathan or to kill the Siren. The problem is, while you're dealing with the Leviathan, the Siren can cast more stuff. The other problem is, while you're dealing with the Siren, the Leviathan is just eating all of your stuff. So if you don't kill the Siren fast enough, you're going to die. And you can't kill the Leviathan fast enough. So you're going to have to keep rolling and shooting and weakening and whatever you can do to keep this guy from just destroying everything. This Falcon is now stuck because of Leviathan. The Siren, however, is not stuck. I would totally guess that the Siren has another Shallow Sea planned for this turn to drop wherever it is that she's moved. That's what I would do. Drop a Shallow Sea on the Beastmaster. Make sure that those hounds can't do much damage to you, basically. Yeah, I'm kind of expecting that the Siren has Healing Magical on right now to keep the Leviathan alive and to keep herself alive. I wouldn't be surprised if it was a Nullify, because Drefan uses Nullify. It would be really awesome if the Siren had a Bear Strength on right now and was about to cast the Trident and whack that Falcon. That would be pretty awesome. But I don't think so. I don't think there's a Bear Strength on there. My guess is it's healing or armor. Looks like we're taking our sweet time and planning here. That Leviathan throws a big wrench in jbuzz's plans. Koshid's saying that Siren's call on the Leviathan to kill the Falcon would work out. Yeah, it would work out, but it already has 8 dice piercing in the Shallow Sea, so I don't know if Siren's call is really going to make it any more likely to kill, because it pierces all one of the Falcon's armor, and it has 8 dice for the 8 health that the Falcon has. So I would expect the Leviathan to just destroy the Falcon this turn. Interestingly enough, jbuzz could walk in there with his Beastmaster and try and give the Leviathan another target to attack instead of his creatures. That's really dangerous, though, and I don't see him doing that. The benefit of doing that would be that if the Leviathan chooses to attack the Falcon, the Beastmaster gets a hit in still, and yeah, I think a 9. Coach had asked if a 9 teleport cast be worth it against the Leviathan. I think it would totally be worth it right now, especially if you're planning to just kill the Siren. The problem is the Siren can just move. Can just move out of the zone, and then the hounds don't hit her this turn. So you're only delaying. I mean, you're delaying significantly. Because without a teleport of the Siren of her own, the Siren won't be able to get the Leviathan back. But that Leviathan's going to catch up eventually. So another interesting thing would be that he could... I don't think he has a Consecrated Ground, though. So if he had a Consecrated Ground, he could replace the Shallow Sea. But yeah, obviously he doesn't, because he cast a Witchwood Hound off the lair. Even a 3-mana teleport on the Leviathan to get the Falcon's hit in on the Siren would be pretty good. Or a 3-mana teleport on the Siren after the Falcon attacks. Get the Falcon to attack the Siren, then teleport the Siren into your other creatures, where the Leviathan isn't, and then try and kill her. I guess that's what I would do. The trick is that he's got to keep these Witchwood Hounds in the same place to get that melee buff. So he'd want to do it after the Siren had acted, which is going to be tricky because Drefan has shown a propensity for passing. He stands to get a lot of mana or health back with the Jeweled Scarab. Yeah, man, this Leviathan, that's dangerous. It's such a dangerous card. Or you could just roll 5 damage on his Falcon. There's the brace yourself. Alright, yep, it was armor. It was armor. He only takes 1. And now that Falcon is dead, pretty much. Yep, and so now it's not actually worth attacking the Siren this turn. It would be more worth it to attack the Leviathan this turn. Yep, there's the 8 damage he needs. Dead bird. Dead bird. Just explaining the rules here. The Leviathan doesn't come out very often because only the Siren will ever run her or run it, and most people don't play with promos on Octagon because most tournaments don't allow promos. So the way the Leviathan works is that all non-mage, non-aquatic creatures in this zone are restrained. So the Falcon is not a mage and is not aquatic, and therefore is restrained. And you can see like all those tentacle-y things coming off the back of the Leviathan is probably grabbing the Falcon and holding it down. Even though he doesn't have reach, he has reached the thing and restrained it. So I wonder if this card ever sees print, whether or not it will get changed. Yep, joint strength. Actually, it's not dead. Hold on. Hold on. Yep, I forgot that as well. Because of joint strength, that Falcon is still alive. Yep, he upped his damage counter, so we're good. So Leviathan is acted. Oh, squeaky chairs. Sorry about that, guys. And now we'll see what jbuzz wants to do now. He's got a seriously big headache in Leviathan. And I don't know what he's going to do about it.
What is he gonna do about it?
Hey, it's a co-shade.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right. So yeah, I mean, I guess if he would have Siren's called Leviathan, he would have gotten the extra damage. But like, it was still a pretty like hefty blow against a pet falcon.
Yeah, I don't think it was necessary to. Well, I mean, you could argue it one way or the other. The falcon had already acted, and we'll be able to get attacked. We'll be able to get attacked again before it acts again. So,
I guess a good punch to the face will probably kill the falcon then.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past drefan to just melee attack it.
Yeah, I mean, like a good melee will take it out for sure.
But this is a tough choice. If you were jbuzz, what would you do against the Leviathan right now?
Man, that is so tough. I mean, I guess a good acid ball or rust would be something in order. I mean, it's that 24 life that just is hard to kill.
Yeah. Yeah, there's the melee attack.
I mean,
oh my gosh.
It's like,
damage.
wow. Well, he just like that falcon was on the ground like half dead. Also, jbuzzsaw takes the damage.
Yep.
He just like stomped on this bird's head. So, I mean, okay, so here's the thing about Talos. He's like scarier than Talos.
Leviathan?
Because he's like, he does more damage, obviously. Like, and he has so many resistances, and he's just like extremely powerful. Like,
yeah.
He's like one of those, like, you know, the Timberwolf is a really good level 2 creature because he just is like a standard creature. That's a lot like what the Leviathan is.
Yeah, Leviathan, there's a reason it's a promo. Like, it's really powerful.
Yeah, and like you compare him to like a Dromelick, and it's like almost no contest on which one.
Yeah, no, he would just annihilate a Dromelick.
Yeah, I mean, arguably, obviously the Leviathan probably beats the Water Elemental, but Water Elemental is very good in comparison to for its own reasons.
Oh, he beats the Water Elemental hands down because he's got Hydro -3.
Yeah, absolutely there.
Now, it's going to depend on how much Resilient happens, but...
Mm. And he can't push against the wall because he's unstoppable. And
right.
I mean, he's obviously like a Water Elemental killer.
I don't know. That ability is so strong. I would put this guy at like 26 mana. He's just got so much stuff.
I know it was originally like discussed that they were going to release it as part of the main thing, but I guess probably putting him in the Dragon as promos was a good idea, just because it was so powerful, and it might need to be revised if it ever comes out.
Force push on the Siren. Here we go. You're gonna get 3 attacks.
Now we're gonna see some punching and clawing and biting.
So he has made his choice.
Looks like we got a. What's this? A 3-dice Witchwood, a 4-dice Beastmaster. All right. Okay, so 3 dice coming in. There is 4 armor here.
Yeah, the brace yourself makes this a tough choice to make.
Yeah.
Right? Because he's probably not going to get a whole lot of damage in this turn. I get like 4 or 5 total. Or you could just roll 3 crit.
That's a beautiful move right there. Now,
yeah, rolling crit, it's pretty good.
Now, as judges, I don't think we're not allowed to intervene here because it says your mage may. But I don't know if he actually activated his Jewel Scarab when that Falcon died.
Yeah, I don't think he did. I was just thinking about that. I was like, I wonder if that actually happened.
since it's an actual choice, there's no reason to say, "Hey, dude, you got to do this." You know?
Right. Here comes the Falcon.
Falcon's gonna get crits too.
Wow.
Dude, crits, man. They are useful.
I would melee attack if I were jbuzzsaw right now. You know why?
Yeah. Punch in the face.
Because a force push and a wall of thorns might wreck the Siren next turn.
Oh. Yeah, she's got to do something to deal with that. I mean, both of them really need some sort of defense against Wall of Thorns because they are each going to die unless they do something to that.
He's casting something else. All right. Fine. Darkfen Asp. All right.
Okay.
Tough -3, though.
Yeah, I mean, doing it against the Leviathan's probably not going to happen, but I, mean, I guess you can get the...
If he does Badger Frenzy on this snake and gets 2 or 3 weeks off on the Leviathan, like, that would be impressively good.
I mean, getting weeks on Leviathans is going to be good, honestly. It wouldn't surprise me if drefan had, like, a follow-up, like, some sort of, like, I don't know, like a water elemental or something.
Yeah. But it does look like he's going to start gearing himself up, so...
I guess you could take 2 Leviathans.
That would... Well, the funny thing is, another Leviathan is cheaper than another water elemental, spellbook point-wise.
That's pretty funny, actually. I mean, it's not a bad strategy. Like, if they spend all their attack spells killing the first one, and then you're like...
And here's another one. They're just like, I give up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I kind of like the Battleforge because it's allowing him now to punch things, get some small bits of armor, and probably do like Siren's Call on one big action.
Let's see here. He has enough mana right now to Pillar of Righteous Flame and then Force Wave everything in.
Oh man, do you think he has another tsunami?
Nah, the tsunami wouldn't be worth it at this point.
Yeah.
But Pillar of Righteous Flame,
not yet, yeah.
Where the Leviathan is, and then move away and then Force Wave everybody in.
And then afterwards you can just call things in.
They're all restrained, right? Except for the Beastmaster. And they've all taken a hit from the Pillar of Righteous Flame. That is some serious damage coming out. Even if he just Force Waves them in.
Yeah, no kidding, man.
You know?
I mean, with the Battleforge, there's all sorts of other things you could talk about. Like, you know, you could now start gearing up for the Trident. Maybe some sort of elemental wand with some sort of attack spell.
I'm guessing that we see a chest piece come out.
Yeah,
see a chest
I can
piece.
see that. 2 armor would be really good in this situation.
Yep.
You know, all these guys are rolling like maybe 3.
Yep.
I mean, I guess there's 2 creatures that are not, but like, it's gonna block a ton of damage.
Yep.
Like you save 2 damage for each of these creatures, it's gonna be at least like 6 or 7.
I wouldn't put it past him to teleport either. Either teleport the Leviathan in there, and then drop a Shallow Sea.
Oh yeah, a Shallow Sea.
Or teleport himself out.
I mean, Aegis 1 and armor is super solid. And if he did something like, I don't know if he has a mana, but like 2 armor, Shallow Sea, Lesser Teleport, he could then set himself to be
he has the mana for that.
Now he's taking this middle spot.
He has the mana for that. What I would like to see from jbuzz here is a wall in between where the Siren and the Leviathan are.
That would be a smart choice.
And it has to be a passage blocked wall, because you have to keep that Leviathan out of there. I don't know if he has a passage blocked wall, because a lot of nature mages run Wall of Thorns.
Yeah, it would probably be like Wall of Earth or Bones if he had it. But yeah, that's a rare sight.
Wall of Earth is easily taken care of by the Siren.
Oh, that's a good point.
Well, if the Leviathan did walk through a Wall of Thorns, it'd take 4 attacks.
Yeah, I mean, with 3 armor,
It's true.
it's not the end of the world, though, you know?
It's true. Oh, man. But unstoppable means you just can't push him away. That's crazy.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, you have to spend those teleports, man.
Yup. If anything, I would imagine he's going to Tanglevine the Siren, but that's not going to save him.
I mean, that's the thing is like the Siren, you know, can do things like now they now that drefan has a battle forge, just keep getting armor, and with the shallow sea, he's gonna be able to have an advantage, I guess, if he's just Tanglevined.
Yep. Yep. But I mean, holding the Siren still is just not the right plan, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's kind of just wasting mana, I guess.
You have to be able to move her around, especially since you can't move her creature around.
That being said, drefan is really thinking about his last card.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. That says to me that he might be playing Trident and Stab.
Ooh. I mean, if he does kill these creatures, it is his initiative, so he does have a good chance to sort of take out, I don't know, probably one of the Witchwood Hounds.
Yeah. I would imagine again, the Battle Forge plays the Trident, and then he plays a Shallow Sea and then stabs something. I think that's a pretty good play.
He'd probably take out the weak Witchwood Hound, which would give minus melee 1 as well to the other one.
Well, the other one will come in, though, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
He could just stab the Beastmaster. Nope, there's chest piece. Like we predicted.
Yep. I mean, that's just a solid choice there.
Yep. Armor beats swarms, so
I wouldn't have mind seeing a Naya instead of the Battle Forge, just because it's cheaper spellbook wise, and she can cast other things. But Battle Forge, that being said, is still not a bad thing.
Yeah, for the timing of drefan's Battle Forge, definitely didn't want to be dropping Naya that turn.
Yeah, Naya would be a bad choice here in comparison. So,
because he wanted to open with double flower, right? And he wanted to get the Leviathan out at some point.
Yep.
So
he didn't really have the time.
Yeah, we just don't have the actions and the mana to do Naya and Leviathan. We got another Witchwood Hound coming out. That is Witchwood Hound number 4.
Yeah, and this is gonna let him combo more. I dig that.
All right.
So if he does kill this one Witchwood, this other one's going to move in, and it's going to probably be like that.
Let's see if there is a... You know what would be awesome right now? Elephant Grass. He should play Elephant Grass right now.
No. Oh, that'd be so good. And Tanglevine does good.
Tanglevine. I disagree.
Yeah, so we talked about this. So basically, if a Shallow Sea Lesser Teleport gets played here, he's got 2 armor, basically Aegis 1. And now Leviathan's just going to sit there wrecking everyone's face.
Yeah. Yep.
It does give the Dark Fiend Asp at least a small opportunity to hit stuff, though.
Yeah, I don't know what I'd like to see. I mean, I think that if it happens that the Dark Fiend Asp gets 6 weeks off on the Leviathan, it's game over for drefan.
Excuse me.
But I just don't see that happening. There's so many unavoidable attack spells that he has available to him that I don't think he's going to get more than 1. He'll be lucky if he gets 2. drefan says pass. All right, we're going to attack with the weak Witchwood Hound. Nope, not the Tanglevine. Don't attack the Tanglevine.
Oh, wow.
Targeting issues.
Yeah, right? Probably doesn't want to hit his own Tanglevine.
Yep.
It's going to be a good 4 days here.
Yeah.
Or 3 dice, my bad.
3 dice and no Shell of Sea.
And no damage. Okay.
No damage.
All right.
That sucks.
Well, I mean, he got really lucky last round, so it's sort of evening it out.
Yep. He's got to pour this damage on really fast if he's going to have a chance here.
Oh, yeah.
That Leviathan is just a time bomb.
This is definitely the buzzsaw chance here.
Looks like he's just going to wait it out.
He's going to pass. Okay. He's not afraid, man.
He might be waiting for all the creatures to come in here and then and then tsunami them all.
Oh, that'd be so good. Because now he's Tanglevine.
So he's not going to push himself.
You know, okay, let me ask you a question.
He can't tsunami. He's only got 9 mana.
Let me ask you a question, though. If he did tsunami, where would you send the tsunami?
Oh, toward the Leviathan, of course.
And there's 2 damage there. A good hit.
Palpable hit.
Because if you sent the tsunami towards the Leviathan,
they
would get stuck in the Leviathan zone, which wouldn't be bad necessarily.
They would get stuck there, and they wouldn't take any wall bash damage, but having them stuck there is insanely good for drefan.
And kind of creepy to visualize when you think about it.
He's just washing all the dogs out to sea.
And he's just like, grab all the creatures.
Stuff them in my mouth.
Okay, what does drefan have planned here? He is passing a lot.
I don't know. I wonder... No, he's only got 9 mana.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe because he's a... Well, jbuzz only has 1 mana, so there's not much he can do with that.
Right. I mean...
A Razor Beak coming in for 3 dice.
It could be.
Oh, man, it gets 4 damage out of it.
Oh, wow. Those falcons are angry.
Siren only has 30 life, so being at 15 is dangerous. Like, he has to get in a place with regenerate soon.
Yep. I mean, he does have 2 armor on. The 2 armor should be saving him.
Yeah.
And it is. I mean, it's saving him some significant damage.
Yeah.
Yep, he can pass 1 more time. I would use the wolf right now.
All right, and here's the weak chance. Win it with 1 die.
50%. You got it.
And does get a weak.
I don't know if that really matters.
Used to be people ran Purify and wanted healing, but that may not be the case anymore. I don't know if drefan would have planned for that.
Yeah, I don't know. All right. So now drefan has to do something.
All right. I guess you could have galvanized nowadays too.
Yeah, that only works once though.
Remove guard if you're attacking. Sound advice.
And Leviathan moves
in here.
But he's slow, so he can't attack right now.
Yep, so the bird is grounded, and now the zone shakes in fear.
Yep. If I were the Beastmaster, I might GTFO.
Yeah, right. I mean, like, honestly, like, a few rounds of Leviathan hitting your mage even is just, it's done.
And no amount of armor is going to save you.
Mm-hmm.
That Pierce 3 is ridiculous. Oh, it's Pierce 2. The Kraken has Pierce 3. Still, Pierce 2. Pierce 2 is pretty strong.
Jeez, piercing 2. He's just such a good creature. Like,
all right, so this hound should be rolling 4 dice.
Yeah. Something about a restrained hound doing 4 dice.
Oh,
dang. Wow. Does get that 2 armor save there, so it's 3 damage.
3 damage. He's only got 12 health left.
Yeah. Oh man, he's gonna need that healing madrigal soon.
Yep.
Now, does drefan have a mage wand and some sort of heal spell? That's another question to ask too.
I would not be surprised if drefan had a mage wand. He tends to do that sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Mage wand or 2.
This is bear strength.
I mean, especially with the Leviathan, a mage wand heal is, or
Nope.
minor heal is even
2 dice.
Really good.
Why 2 dice? Oh, weak. Duh.
He's weak.
Yep. Weak.
He's got a weak.
I think drefan was not prepared for the Tanglevine. I think that's what happened.
I'd agree with you on that. What did he cast? He cast an enchantment on
He
himself?
cast an enchantment on himself.
He's saving his mana for something. Maybe he's thinking next round he needs his mana for something like maybe a Leviathan or something. Or I'm sorry, not Leviathan. A tsunami or something like that.
Maybe. Melee attack.
That's the only reason why I'd save my mana.
And 1 more damage through.
It's going to be 1 damage.
I would totally dissolve or acid ball next turn if I were jbuzz.
And heal magical gets revealed. Good choice here. Yes, I totally agree with you. Like, taking out the armor is important here.
So he's going to heal 2 of that damage, which is not nothing, but is still, you know, not as much as you want it to be. You know, it would be hilarious. Deathlock out of jbuzz next turn would be pretty hilarious. And we may have lost Koshit again. No.
Yeah, I mean with the song stuff, I mean you can extend it with Fermata. I mean that's gonna give you more healing and stuff like that. So, I mean it's a good investment right now. It seems like he needs some sort of burst healing. I mean even a vet belt would actually be pretty good here.
If I were jbuzz, I would poison blood or deathlock this turn.
Oh yeah, man,
for sure.
Yeah, I mean I guess drefan has a chance to get a mage wand out and heal. That's gonna be
no, he doesn't. He's gonna be. Wait, it's. Oh, is it? Is it Drefan's initiative?
I believe it is Drefan's.
No, it's not.
It is not. Oh.
Yeah, I really wish we could do the flip initiative before all the upkeep stuff. Because that has messed me up a couple games, actually. Yeah. I've been going through the entire planning phase thinking, oh, it's my initiative this turn. When it's really not. So I would definitely poison blood this turn. If I were jbuzz. Because that's more stuff that Drefan has to deal with before he can pull away from his brink of death. He's got 10 mana. Poison Blood and a Rust would just settle the game.
Oh, dude, I totally think a Rust would be perfect here.
Poison Blood and Rust would totally do it, I think. Of course, Drefan could teleport this turn.
I mean, so I guess out of the Battleforge, I guess more armor. I would like to see, I guess, a Rhino Hide and a Shallow Sea. Maybe some sort of healing.
At least a Shallow Sea. He has to cast a Shallow Sea.
Yeah, like something like that.
A Shallow Sea or a teleport. He needs one of those this turn. And if jbuzz brings the dissolve, that mage wand is not long for this world. Because he could just get rid of the mage. He could get rid of the mage wand instead of the armor this turn. So.
Oh man, so jbuzz. I mean, he's in a really good position right now to sort of just sort of win. You know what I mean?
If he gets some pretty good rolls.
Like, he has the ability to take out the armor, to take out all the things that are causing problems. I mean, you even mentioned elephant grass earlier. Even having like a dissolve elephant grass in your book wouldn't be a bad choice, you know?
Oh man, if he
Because then you can
elephant
just
grass right
counter
now,
whatever they're trying to do.
if he did elephant grass right now, it would take all of the Siren's mana to get rid of it and place the Shallow Sea.
Like, that would just sort of guarantee that he has the damage there right now. Like, granted, with the 2 armor, it's still not statistically a lot of damage, but like, you know, if you get those crits, you're good.
I'm actually thinking about how my Crabgrass Druid would be, or Crabgrass Beastmaster would be dealing with this Leviathan right now.
And both players are taking their time to plan here. This is kind of a really big round.
Yep. This could go either way after this. I mean, if drefan manages to get off a 9-mana heal,
yeah,
like for anywhere from 7 to 12 healing, I mean, he could definitely take this game back.
Oh yeah, no, this game isn't over by any means.
But I definitely want to see really, a Shallow Sea hit the field this turn.
I mean, even like a teleport 2 would actually would mess it up a lot for jbuzz to finish it, and sort of it gives him a chance for that healing magical to take.
Yeah. So if you're jbuzz, you bring Poison Blood and teleport, or do you bring Poison Blood and Rust, or do you bring Rust and teleport? What are you thinking? If you're jbuzz, what are you preparing right now?
Honestly, I'd probably bring a Dissolve just because of the Mage Wand shenanigans, and then I'd probably
Battle Forge. Yeah.
Because Dissolve will take care of the armor or the Mage Wand, and then probably teleport.
Dissolve and teleport. So you just power through the armor if the Mage Wand shows up.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically like he's spending 5 mana on that wand, so you stop him from doing that.
He's spending 4 mana on that
Granted,
wand.
he's going to get some sort of edge somewhere else, but like, it allows you to start making sure he doesn't get back the damage. I guess he could do Poison Blood and Dissolve or something like that. That wouldn't be bad too.
Poison Blood and Dissolve. You can't reveal. Yeah, there's the Mage Wand.
Yeah, there it is.
If he brings,
it's probably going to be a heal.
If he brought a Dissolve right now,
he has enough mana for a heal.
Yeah, he does. If he brought a Dissolve right now, jbuzz wins this game. I think if he prepared Dissolve,
the wand's expensive.
He wins this game. That's my prediction right now.
All right, here we go. This is a big moment. I mean, if he has a Poison Blood, it's going to be about the same thing. He's gonna enchant the Mage. Ooh, okay. Is it going to be a Nullify?
A Nullify would be good too.
It could be a Poison Blood. I'm guessing Poison Blood because of Healing Magical.
Yeah, that's my guess too. He's not revealing it yet, so.
There's the Shallow Sea.
There's the Shallow Sea. So that is probably a minor heal then. Minor heal or a teleport.
Yeah. A teleport wouldn't be bad here.
Yeah, because all the creatures are restrained.
All right, so now the Leviathan is grounding the Falcon. He wasn't before, but now he is. So
now he is. Yep. Now all the creatures are restrained because of the Shallow Sea. All right. Oh, what do you do? What do you do here? I say you attack with the Weak Hound. Yeah. Yep, there we go. We might see a Rust show up here. It's only going to get 2 dice out of this. Oh my gosh. 3
oh my
crit.
goodness.
Oh man.
I would feel so bad for drefan. I mean, both players. I'd be like, oh no, Dre. no.
Yeah,
I'm
like,
not gonna win this way.
That armor
But
isn't doing anything.
The armor, it does nothing. All right, he's gonna take a risk here. He's gonna teleport himself. It's probably not teleport on the mage one. He pays 3 mana. Interesting choice to pay 3.
He only has 5. Yeah,
And
it's a
there's 2
nullify.
mana.
Oh, dang.
So if he survives this round, I'm guessing there's a heal or a minor heal on that.
Yeah. Well,
mage mon. So
here's the other thing, though.
Make a comeback.
Here's the other thing, though. Jbuzz still has 2 mana. So if he brought another enchantment, like if he brought another nullify or a poison blood or something, that could be it. I say he still powers through, still get the attacks in. I would attack with the joint strength one now, just in case.
Now, what should the Leviathan hit?
Joint strength, definitely. Leviathan should hit the joint strength one.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
That would also give the joint strength a chance to transfer and give a melee 1 to someone else, though.
Oh, that's true. So I guess it doesn't really matter what he hits. You might as well hit the Beastmaster.
And no damage from that Falcon there.
Or guard. I mean, he could guard. But then he'd take out an Asp. So... Oh, this is so dangerous. Oh, 3 more crit.
Oh my god.
My god.
Dude, he's so close to death.
Oh my gosh, that's so much crit.
So much crit.
Oh, jbuzz still has 6 mana though. Like he could totally poison blood or rust or something right now. Got 2 more damage. 5 damage away from dead.
Dude, he just got rolled max damage on 2 dice. Are you kidding me, dude? That... Dude, I just gotta say the Siren is cursed, man. This is like
it's a dice
this
game.
This is a ridiculous
man.
Display of damage.
It's a dice game. It happens. It sucks, but it happens.
Oh yeah, no, it definitely does happen.
jbuzz has to know he's getting incredibly lucky here. I mean, he doesn't have a choice. Let's see if he can
actually capitalize on it.
He doesn't have a choice.
Finishing it out is going to... Yeah, exactly.
This is what he has to do to win this game.
2 more damage!
Oh my gosh.
Are you joking me, dude? Like, this is... He could die. He could definitely... I think he should guard with Leviathan, dude.
No.
I guess you're just going to block
he
one
can't.
from the Asp,
yeah, the Asp will hit him. So at this point, the Beastmaster needs to attack now.
Yep.
No.
So we get
no, don't do it. Don't do it.
Here it comes. Nope. Yep. Nope. He unreadies it.
The Beastmaster needs to attack now so that the Leviathan can't guard against him.
Oh my god. He casts his own mage wand.
Why wouldn't you just punch him? Oh, why wouldn't you just punch him?
What's going on? Yeah, he could have won right here. This could have been victory, man.
I mean, well, here's the thing, right?
Oh, he's gonna attack the Beastmaster.
Wow.
That's interesting. Why is he doing this? Why not? Why? Why did you do this?
because the asp is going to break the guard anyway, so you might as well get the damage in.
I mean, I would just kill one of the hounds, man.
Well, here's the thing.
Well, I guess maybe
he gets a health or a mana back if he kills a hound.
That's true.
And he
does deal 1 damage if you kill the joint strength to the mage.
That's true. He does 6 damage to the mage. I mean, Beastmaster's pretty much at half health too now. But, Siren...
Yeah, no, jbuzz does have a lot of damage, yeah. Siren's at 27 damage.
And here comes the next attack, yeah. Oh, man. The snake has a 33% chance to do any damage here. He gets 2.
No! Phase 1! That Beastmaster should have punched, man. I'm sorry, man.
Yep.
This game would be over.
Yep, I think you're right. I think you're right.
If he... So 2 healing is going to come from healing magical, and then we're probably going to see some sort of healing from this mage wand.
Well, he's also going to get a regenerate from the shallow sea. So
oh yeah, so he's going to come back. So the question is, what is the cast out of the Battleforge? What do you do here?
Well, I mean, you got a really tough choice if you're drefan, right? Because now that jbuzz has a mage wand, you are going to get teleported back in here, right? So
what? Okay, so now he's at 26 out of 30.
He's at 26 because of healing magical and regen. But here's the this is so funny because if jbuzz loses this, it's because his Beastmaster didn't punch. Right? Yeah. Wow. Wow, that's crazy.
Okay, I mean, so here's the thing. Like, being 26 out of 30, statistically, if he goes up to 3 armor, like, he won't be taking that much damage. Like, statistically.
The dice have to turn at some point, right?
Oh, God. Yes, it has to. Or he just dies first. I mean...
Well, here's your problem when you're drefan. So you're drefan, right? You have to worry about boulder.
Yeah.
You have to worry about teleport. Rusting. You have to worry about poison blood. Like, there's so many things you have to worry about right now.
If he has walls, I suppose he could try to, like, move, like, heal now. No, you need to teleport for that.
Oh, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I would have prepared Mage Wand, though. I think I would have prepared another Nullify or a Poison Blood rather than Mage Wand.
Yeah. Man.
So you don't know what's on that Mage Wand. Nobody knows what's on that Mage Wand. It could be a Dissolve. It could be a Teleport.
All right, and the pants are coming on.
All right, so we got 3 armor.
I mean, the pants are going to be really useful just because going up in armor is really nice, but I mean, I don't know what else he could have cast out of that battlefield.
Statistically, a boulder still kills him.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I think a heal here of some sort should be happening. I mean, I guess double heal wouldn't be bad. Another Witchwood Hug comes out.
Okay. So
I hope he has ways of dealing with it. I think drefan might have cast
wait. He didn't use the mana from the lair.
That was weird. By the way, anyone that's listening right now, please in the chat put your favorite cookie. As in the comment section.
Cookies? Like my Google cookies?
I mean, just a regular cookie. like a tasty treat. Because that's the question of the day from Romeo.
Question of the day is your favorite cookie?
Yep.
All right, he's got 9 mana to do something with, but it's Drefan's first quick cast. He has to have a heal here.
He has to. I mean, maybe even 2. Which, I mean, you know, honestly, with the regen mixed with a healing magical, mixed with a heal wand, he can actually come back in terms of total damage.
He can totally come back, and that's the scary part,
here we
right?
go.
Yeah, there it is, minor heal.
Minor heal there.
See what he
how
rolls.
This rolls.
Oh,
Oh,
no!
Are you kidding me?
Oh, that sucks so bad.
Dude! Sometimes the game does not want you to win. Oh my god.
If he comes back now, it is a miracle.
Oh my god. Like, seriously though, like, I know a lot of people probably, like, that want to say the Siren's bad or watch him, but of course Siren lost because Siren. But, like, seriously, this is an RNG game, man. There's not a lot of games that I would say that for, but I mean, obviously, jbuzzsaw is taking full advantage of having the RNG, and that's why he's winning.
Well, here's the thing. He's rolling more dice.
Yeah, that is absolutely it. That's absolutely it. And, I mean, the 5 dice blanks on this, oh my goodness. And this is going to probably be a Poison Blood or Nullify.
Or a Rust.
And this is jbuzzsaw. This is some skill showing here. He's following it up. He's taking advantage of that luck, and he's following it up with some skill. You know?
Battle Fury.
Battle Fury gets cast on the Leviathan.
All right.
I guess he's probably trying to take out jbuzzsaw.
Yeah.
Which
I would leave. I would leave right now if I were jbuzzsaw.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
You gotta leave right now. I mean,
either way, it's gonna work. But, like, theoretically, an 8 and 7 die could actually win the game.
Oh, it says wrong. Oh, he cast the wrong spell.
Uh-oh.
All right, there's some sportsmanship there. Meant to cast
sweeping strike. Okay,
strike.
so he meant to cast sweeping. So he's gonna take out 2 creatures then.
All right. Sweeping strike. Yep. So the guy, he's gonna use his. So yeah, he's gonna be able to hit 2 creatures. Okay. I would still get out of there. I don't know. He cannot die to the Leviathan. Barely. He cannot die to the Leviathan, so he might as well stay there.
I mean, I guess if he did both actions against him, yeah, if he had a Battle Fury instead, but there's no reason to move out. When
I'm so confused as to why there's no boulder coming at Drefan's face right now.
And he has he's
going to teleport the Leviathan out.
It's going to be 3 more mana. Okay, good.
Oh, that sucks. Well played. Well played. That's well played. And he comes back in. But he's slow. Well, it's not necessarily GG. You've got 3 armor on, and he only rolls 2 dice with all of his creatures.
Yeah, I wouldn't give up yet. It's probably gonna be over, but there's no reason to give up on that.
Okay. He's just saying, yeah, that's probably game, but he's gonna keep fighting. That's good. Just keep fighting. Wow. Crazy. Crazy, crazy.
And no damage from that round. All right.
Yeah.
I gotta say, jbuzz just kind of did a lot of good moves here to sort of just secure this, you know?
I disagreed with that Tanglevine, but the Tanglevine has made it so that he gets the damage in. And I was expecting a teleport from the Siren. Like,
I mean, the five blanks was unfortunate, like, because he should be at 21 now, which that he would probably survive this if he did that. But like, you know, it is what it is.
That should be 3 dice. There's one. Oh man.
There's one. Only needs 3 more, man. I still think he should have probably just punched with his Beastmaster instead.
Yeah, he totally should have punched.
It's gonna be funny if he's at 29 out of 30 again.
He totally should have punched.
Really though, that teleport one's gonna be a big problem for drefan because now he's got to spend an action to get rid of that, and that's not gonna be easy.
Two dice, 2 dice, 2 dice, and 1 die. He could fail to get the damage.
Yeah, he definitely could. He has 3 armor, so I mean that's 0 right there.
Yep.
Like he just needs a lucky roll is what he needs.
He's getting lucky rolls all game.
Let's see if his luck has run out.
It'd be so funny if the Dark Fernast won it.
Oh my god, that'd be so good.
It'd be like a thought spore.
Yeah.
It'd be like a thought spore or a Cassio winning the game for you.
Dark Fernast. Oh my god. And there's one. All right.
And
a third of the damage gone.
Oh man.
This is so ridiculous. This is so ridiculous right now.
The funny thing is, drefan could still win this game.
It's possible. I mean,
it's very unlikely.
Battleforge is compounding in a lot of ways. Oh, that's game.
There it is.
Good game.
Oh.
What?
I wanted some Siren victories, but
what a game, man.
That was quite the game.
So ridiculous to watch. I mean, but really, though, you are right. jbuzz had enough dice to just keep throwing, and that's something we've seen a lot of Straywoods do in this tournament so far. Yeah. And that is just keep throwing dice and hope you win, you know. And it's good.
I think that it took drefan too long to kill those creatures off. Like that initial tsunami killed a couple of creatures off.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he chose to ignore the Leviathan, and it paid off. I mean, he managed to get a situation in which the Leviathan wasn't killing one of his creatures every turn, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And drefan's creature munching Leviathan just didn't win the game for him yet.
Crazy match. It's just... I mean, like, really, like, he should have... I guess if he waited on that tsunami, he could have actually, like, dealt with a lot of these creatures here.
It's true.
But, like, you know, this is something... We don't see a lot of Sirens, so this is something that I think in the future is something that players can probably take note from.
Well, he had 25 mana the turn that he cast Tsunami.
Mm-hmm. That's a lot of mana.
And so he could have cast a Leviathan and put magical on himself that turn. You know? And then he could have Tsunami'd a couple of turns later when there are more creatures in the mix, you know? I'm seriously wondering why we saw 0 attack spells other than Tsunami. We saw 1 Tsunami and that's it, right?
Yeah.
I want to know if jbuzz had anything.
Yeah.
But I definitely think he should have punched with his Beastmaster. It worked.
Yeah, I mean
it worked out,
It could have been over a turn. Yeah, like if he didn't get that 5 blanks on the minor heal, his game would still be going on.
Yeah, it sure would.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, Vet Belt would have wrecked the swarm.
Death by 1,000 paper. Paper cuts. That's great.
All right. Well, that's the game.
All right.
So that is 1 loss for drefan and 1 win for jbuzz. And
both of them their first game in the tournament. So
nice.
rock on.
They're in Group A. Is that right? No. Which group are they in? Do you have that handy?
Just going to hurl boulder, but was like, no. That's funny, man. All right, you still recording?
Yeah, I'm still recording, but I can cut it off.
All right, well, you guys take care. Thanks for joining us, and check us out in the next ADMW games. You can check out the schedule of all the upcoming games on the Arcane Wonders forum site, and under the events section, ADMW2 on the front part of that, you'll see all the scheduled matches.
Yep, that was a strong showing by drefan. The dice just were not with him.
Yeah. I mean, like,
definitely see a book like that.
He's saying it right now. He got like crit 3. He had 2 armor. They should have been dealing maybe 1 0. It was crazy, you know.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. I'm surprised that worked out for jbuzz.
I mean, I've seen jbuzz play. He plays. His nullify game is very strong, and he's not a bad player. And honestly, I'm curious to see how he plays in the rest of the tournament.
Oh, yeah, Group B. I got it wrong. So that's Group B. So Jay's his name is Bad Luck Dref.
Who is?
Drefan's name on challenge. Bad Luck Dref.
Oh, is that his name?
Yeah,
that's awesome. Actually,
came up this game. All right, that'll be it for us. We'll see you all in the next game.
Bye.